Greetings, everyone. So, we are getting back into Dungeon Siege 2, and we are in Act 2 now. So, this is our new home. Oh, where it's all your life. Hey, Rex, welcome in. Yeah, so we are getting back into Dungeon Siege 2. We are now in Act 2. And our new home is the elven town of Aman'lu. And it's not in great condition. Mostly due to the fact that Voldus came by and basically dropped a meteor on it. You're fine, Rex. Don't worry about it. So, let me see here. Let's see what all we have. So, I have this ring. Oh man, I just realized how weird it's going to be going between Diablo 1 and Dungeon Siege 2. Because they are similar style RPGs with similar inventory systems and such. Ooh, thank you, excellent. Oh, I changed the games. Let me move the camera. I vom. Oh, you don't like the 3D because I mean this technically isn't isometric. This is more kind of top down, but also not really top down. I really want to replace you. You have not been good at all. Played Don't Starve without hitting Q or E. I mean, that's a two-dimensional game, so I would assume that it does feel kind of weird to have like 3D camera controls, you know? Anyway. Yeah, I got this ring for you. You're all set up for now. Ring and an amulet for you. Both 24? Yeah, both 24. I really want to replace you. Yeah, I do believe we get Amryn here. Amryn the elf. So I guess for now we go around collecting quests. Like what exactly? Oh yeah, I need to speak to the elder. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we can get a quest for a pet here, a unique pet. Oh yeah, this is definitely classic style RPG. You get lots and lots of loot, and you can get a pretty large party in this game. I think max is 8, but you have to pay to upgrade your slots. So right now, this is my maximum slots, is 5. And I have mostly melee skills, and there's also range, combat magic, and nature magic. I got a little bit of combat magic, mostly death magic. Yeah, so the weird thing about this game is for some reason the expansion is like impossible to find. And from what I've read, the Steam version is kind of broke, so you have to do some stuff to fix it. But it seems like the GOG version's fine. It just doesn't have the expansion pack for some reason. I don't know why the expansion pack just is nowhere to be found for this game. But if you can find the expansion pack physically, yeah, if you can find the expansion pack physically and you do get the GOG version of this game, then it's just a simple install from disk. I unfortunately do not have the expansion pack for this game, so I was able to get it for this. I do for the first Dungeon Siege, and I played through that, but yeah. Anyway.
Ooh, that blasted Valdis! I will curse him with my final breath. Many of my animals are dead because of his justice.
Hey, Intro, welcome in.
I'll sell you whatever wretched creatures I have left.
You don't have anything special, do you?
No, not now. If I were to keep anything valuable here, it would be that beast I once saw a Morden Grawl mage summon by accident. It was not huge, but it was very powerful. It had a large metallic horn, and it used some sort of power that stirred the Dervless into a frenzy. They kept attacking it, but to no effect.
Is that all?
It is possible that Kartos the Wise might know more about it, but he wouldn't give me the time of day, even if I could find him.
Allow me to help you find this Kartos.
Kartos the Wise was the most powerful magician I have ever met. Unfortunately, he became complacent and took more interest in the bottle than in magic, if you take my meaning.
So what happened?
He disappeared around the time the Morden attacked Calrathia. Some people think he died during the battle, but others say he just moved to a town somewhere on Graylin Isle.
Do you think he moved to Graylin Isle?
Me? I think he is just in hiding until safer times. He would not be hard to find, what with that yellow robe and the black boots and gloves he always wore. May have looked odd, but he seemed to like it well enough.
Alrighty. Oh no, that's for mana. How do I open my map? Not like that. I think I have to just here. Map. Somewhere over here? I believe this is Isle. Oh yeah, by the way, there's only 3 acts in this game. Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. Act 1 takes place in this entire island and this entire desert area. And there's still this much of the map to explore for Act 2 and 3. This game's big. It's actually really, really big. I kind of wish I had numbered my streams for this. Actually, hang on. I could probably just look at the playlist on my VODs channel. See how many there's been so far. There it is. If I go here, go to playlists, and let's see, Dungeon Siege 2, 9. So this would be the 10th so far, the 10th stream of this so far. And my streams are usually about 3 hours each, so that's about close to 30 hours, and we only just now finished Act 1. That's because I'm not really like speed running the game, so there's that. I've done, like, I believe I've done everything. Like, if I go to like that is not going to finish until Act 3, I found out. But I've done all the side quests for Act 1. And found all the secrets and everything as well, as far as I know. All I need now is to find out how to talk to ghosts. Then I could go back and grab all the ghosts. That's probably going to end up being what I do for the next stream. But I don't remember how long it takes to actually learn how to talk to the ghosts in this. That's Southgate. Okay. know there's a quest here at the magic shop. Yep.
Milonaman, you are welcome to look around if you take care where you step. Not all of these spilled items are harmless. If you feel a prickling of the skin on your neck, do not be alarmed. These holes contain many frightened spirits who have not yet found their way across the sacred waters.
Spirits, huh?
Yes, I have always been in tune with the ethereal world in a way. I have spent much of my time collecting information about it, and I have even managed to come into contact with a ghostly spirit.
But how do you contact a ghost?
Obviously, talking to spirits is impossible through normal means. Their words are completely unintelligible to our ears, even if the ghost in question has manifested itself enough to become visible to our eyes.
So, wait, so how would you communicate with them if that's not possible?
Not necessarily. My research indicates that the Vaikesh cultists use ancient chants to communicate with the darker spirits, the source of their otherworldly knowledge. If I could know what they spoke during their dark rituals, I think I may be able to figure it out. Are you interested in helping me?
Yes, I am.
The Vaikesh are much too cunning to simply leave such information lying around. I fear that the only way to learn the secret of their chant is to overhear one of their rituals. Seek them out in the Vaikesh forests and look for one of their ritual chambers hidden within their caverns. But beware, the cultists are not the only danger in this undertaking. The words themselves can be a threat to mortal ears.
Yes. That's how we're going to learn how to talk to the spirits. So that's going to take some time. Trying to remember if there's any other quests. Is there any in the inn? Yep. Okay, yeah, there's Amarin.
Lothar, what nerve, walking the streets like a free man. You should be behind bars.
What?
I've committed no crime. You know it.
Liar. You stole my golden cloak and hid it in a cave in the forest.
You are the liar.
I saw you with my own two eyes.
Then your eyes are failing you. It was not me.
I knew it. A liar as well as a thief.
You're wrong. I'll prove it. I'll find your precious cloak.
Find it? You mean return it?
I'll find it, and the true thief as well.
Be gone. And don't even think about taking anything else.
I'll go to this cave you speak of and get to the bottom of this.
Not to worry, Lothar. We'll figure this out. Quest over here.
Dangers lurk in many places throughout the world. Take care in whom you lend your trust.
Atheus. Master Thestrand spoke of you.
You could only be speaking of one person then. Trust him not. He conspires with the Vaikesh to release a demon into this world.
He said you would say that, so why would I trust you?
Did he mention the Vaikesh when you spoke with him? He may have used their lesser-known name, Aman'lu Ostar.
He did say that, but nothing about the Vaikesh. Described as very powerful and very wise, and the creators of his family's heirloom.
My friend, the Aman'lu Ostar and the Vaikesh are one and the same. Master Thestrand sought to trick you into giving him the heirloom sword to further his and the Vaikesh's power in this world. He tricked you into giving him the sword. Master Thestrand must be stopped and the demon destroyed. Will you aid me?
Yeah, if he lied and he's bringing demons in, we should do something about it.
The location of the demon is deep within the Vaikesh forest, between their sanctuary and the first of their treacherous bridges.
Sanctuary and first of the bridges. Okay. Hey there, buddy.
It is good that you have survived the attack on Graylin Isle. I was prepared to put an arrow through you, but a vision stayed my hand. I would travel with you if you will have me.
Oh, you're an accomplished fighter. What skills do you have? He's level 20, so he's a little on the weaker side. But, let's see. Yeah, he uses bows. Yep, I'd arrow, critical shot. I can't see it from here. 92 dexterity. 73 armor. Would love to have you. Alright, yeah. I guess right now the question is, do I take Vix out of the party since he's been really, really shitty? To replace it with Amarin will probably be better in the long run. It's probably what I should do. Then maybe I can get Vix back after I upgrade. Maybe that's what I do. I think that's a good idea. You. Let's see here. You can keep that. Let's give that. Give that. The Eternal Grace set. Yeah. Vigilant boots. Yeah. Yeah, both jewels of lightning. That too. And that. You can keep that though. What do you have in here? The Resurrect Scrolls. Yep. Give me those. Alright. Yes. Alright.
It is good that you have survived.
Come with.
Thank you. Steady companions make all battles easier.
Shot and take. Alright. Let's see here. What do you start with? Wow, that's garbage. We should get you something better. You start with 2 Resurrect Scrolls. Okay, okay. Actually, hang on. Let me... There we go. Why do you have mana potions? You don't do spells. What? You have 1 in that, but that is just because you're an elf. And you have 1 in that because you're an elf. This is where you excel at. Give those to the mage here. But you can keep those. Pretty sure these are just going to be garbage. All right. Here's the good stuff. Plus 9 to dexterity. Damn. Yeah, that is a good start. We're gonna sell that though. Ring, 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 and ring. That's better. Okay, what's better here? 40, okay, so it's less armor. 12 dex. Well, this ups biting arrow, far shot, and shockwave. And it gives health. It's part of Eternal Grace. So let's see. With bonus, more armor, so it is going to be better armor. 8 dexterity, so it's not as good for the dexterity though. But it also gives melee resistance rather than fire resistance. We'll let you keep this though, since it's unique. It's your family armor. You look okay. Now we need to get you better bow. Okay, so that's nature magic stuff, and that's combat magic. Let's see here. What do we got here? Yeah, it's grace. Critical shot, dodge, and survival. Yeah, this sounds like it's gonna be really good for you. Wait, what happened? Oh. Okay, so you can use it. So let's see here. That's 13 to 22. 13 to 22. That does more damage, but this is also upping dexterity by a bunch. Restores health on hit and gives plus... Yeah. We're just going to use that. We're going to sell the rest. Alright, cool. And this is unique. We'll put that here. Smite 3, strength 69. Okay, not yet. Alright, so he needs smite 3 to use that. What is your smite at? It's getting boosted, so we'll find out. Oh, wow, that is a shiny bow. And it matches your armor. Okay. Alright, so now we need to figure out your specialties. Let's see. So, let's see. There's take aim. Let's see. Use with a bow, crossbow, or thrown weapon. Okay, so that's just strong attack. Okay, that makes sense. Thunderous. Let's see. Faster, I can see. Punch all enemies in the path. Stun. Use bow, crossbow. Okay. Targets enemy or terrain or range. Alright, so it goes through enemies, doing extra damage and stunning them. Okay. Silence. Okay, it's friends, monsters, catch spells, heal summons. Who cares? Don't know if we really need that. Charge shot, which is bow, crossbow. Talent for magic, no short surprise and ranges to discover how to charge arrows with magic for a short time. Every enemy they hit will also be struck by lightning. Okay, so this will do extra lightning damage on attacks for a short period of time. That's cool. And these are the throwing weapon stuff, right? Oh, there's also this. Crimson Hunter Lethal, like to get close to his enemies, but develop his ability to survive when they get too close. Knocks enemies away from the ranger and stuns them. Yes, the only other one would be charge shots. Thunder shot seems okay, but yeah, charge shot I definitely would prefer. So we need to get the shockwave, which that's not for a bit. But the least we could do is upgrade the fuck out of a take aim. Requires critical shot 8 and penetrate 1. Where's penetrate? Wait, where's penetrate? Oh, there's penetrate. Oh, wow. We're not even going to be able to level that up. But that we could level up. That's insane. Just for level 2, it requires a 24 thing. I could boost the fuck out of survival so we no longer even have to purchase potions or hope to find them. We just get the bushes. Because, let me see here. What is yours at 15? Yeah, natural bond 15 for the mana potions, and that's given us the supers. Yeah, the super mana potions. So for you, we could possibly... That would take all of his skill points to do. Wait. Yeah, we really focused on that, didn't we? Maybe that was a mistake. Oh, Axelion making me do squats. Alrighty. Why is this? Hang on. My bed is sticking out really far for some reason. There we go. Now I should be able to move the chair back. There we go. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 skulls. There you go. Did my squats. So she's doing really good because her nature magic skill is so high and she's using powerful spells. You, if we were to do something like that with him, we would have to make sure he would have to have a really powerful bow. Which is... For equipment is kind of a little more difficult because it doesn't scale as well as magic does with your magic skill. And we need you to be able to survive well. Getting dodge pretty high would be pretty nice. Let's see, this is just chance to inflict critical and critical damage, so it's crits. Biting arrow increases bow crossbow damage, and it allows for crossbows. And far shot increases range. That's not going to be as important. Travels farther than 9 meters. Does shockwaves. So if it travels farther than 9 meters, what is the range on this? 16. No, 11 meters. I was just looking, requires range 16. Hey, Dorina, welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Alright, so this is range 11 meters. So yeah, I don't need to upgrade far shot in order for shockwave to activate. And there's also penetrate, yeah, pass through. So that's, see, this is just passive thunderous shot. Especially if you get both, it's like getting both of these is just passive thunderous shot, more or less. Still a bit sick? I'll help you get better soon. I'm doing really well. I'm excited for future, for sure. Then Mortal Wound. Just increases crit damage. So it's just half of this, but a stronger half. Stomach flu, ooh. Make sure you get lots of water, Darina, and try not to overexert yourself. So we're gonna need lots of this. Because I don't think any of this actually increases damage or anything. That's speed, that's... yeah. That's just power recovery area. That's just ricocheting. Yeah, so what we're gonna need most of is this. Hang on. We want charge shots. We need critical to be at least 8 on its own. How much is it getting boosted by? Hang on. How much is it getting boosted by? Hang on. Just like the cover of them now. No. Let's see. Critical shots being boosted by, let's see, +2. Okay, that's not doing critical shot. Okay, so it's only getting boosted by 2. So we need to up this by 2. And then we need this to be at 4. So we are going to need at least 1 in far shot in order to up this. So we do need that at least once. Then let's say just do this. Wait, what? I don't know. Whatever. This looks good. Okay, now let's sell the garbage. Let's actually go over to the weapon and armor shop. Oh, can't get over there. This way. Okay, he doesn't have a quest for me.
We have all lost loved ones to that cursed creature.
Yeah, let me take a look. Got a little bit of money from the stuff. Lightning damage. Man of Steel, yeah. No. No. This is so good.
Greetings.
Okay, well, we're not gonna just find better just looking around like this. All right. Is there any more side questing? It's to the north gate. Why is it showing there's a... Oh, there is. What? Okay. Oh! Lore! Oh, hello. Side quest.
Sweet lad, my good friend. It is good to have you home, even in times as dark as these. When the tragedy hit, I thought of you, and how strong you were when we became lost in the Aman'lu Isles as children. You seem much changed. I was wondering if you could help me with something, if you have the time, of course.
Certainly, I'm not changed so much to help an old friend. How can I help?
Well, my grandfather died in the tragedy, crushed, along with everything I hold dear, save this, his staff. Do you remember it? He entertained us as children with bright and colorful spells.
Here's
But
the
now
station.
I cannot seem to make the staff function. It will not even cast so much as a simple spark.
Oh, so just the way this voice actor says, the tragedy. He was a very kind man. You sure you're using the staff correctly?
I think so. Grandfather instructed me well. However, he kept referring to the headpiece of the staff, but it no longer has one. I remember it well. It always glowed with the most beautiful swirl of colors. There is no way of knowing what happened to it. I think that I must replace it, but I do not know what reagent is needed. If you would help, old friend, I would be grateful.
Not sure about the colors, but we'll keep an eye out.
You are still the friend I once had. I will do my best to pull myself together, and I wish you good speed. Aman'lu is in need of anything to lift its spirits.
All right. Does it tell me? Just find the reagent needed. Glows with rainbow colors. I actually have an idea. Let's read this book first. Valdis and his armies. The humans in the Morden of the Eastern Desert have formed an uneasy alliance. Uneasy because, though mutually beneficial, the alliance is built on the trade of goods and knowledge rather than on a natural similarity of beliefs and desires. For the beliefs of the two races could not be more dissimilar. The humans of Carathia came to live in the desert shortly after the cataclysm known as Tormundar, and consider themselves protected by Azunai the Defender. They treasure their freedom and revile Zeramoth for his actions in the war. The Morden, on the other hand, have come to the deserts only recently and believe they are the descendants of Zeramoth himself, and that Azunai is no better than a murderer. Some of the Morden beliefs might be historically true. It is well known that the sect who made up most of Zeramoth's armies were created by him for the purpose, and no one knows where the Morden come from. It is indeed possible that they have sect blood. The tensions between the two races can easily be imagined. So too can the fierce loyalty which the Morden feel for their leader. For the Morden believe that Valdis is Zeramoth reborn, come to lead them to victory as Zeramoth led the sect of old. It is said that Valdis bears the sword of Zeramoth, and that the sword itself gives him complete protection against all harm. At first, however, conquest did not appear to be Valdis' goal. We first heard of him when he sent greetings to the leaders of all the cities of Arana, stating that he would be leading his people on a quest for certain artifacts, but that he means no aggression. The messages also contained an offer to all young soldiers to join his armies for good pay. Many humans and even some Itel and half-giants took Valdis at his word and flocked to join him, only when it was discovered that his true purpose was to reforge the shield of Azunai, that he might conquer all of Arana as Zeramoth had before him. Did any speak against him? And by then, the time for speaking had passed. Yeah, I think I might know what needs to go on top of that staff. I believe. Where is up here? Okay, I see where I am. Do I have one? Yes. Rainbow trinket. I believe this might be what is needed. Let's head back and see if this is it.
Have you found something with which to make the headpiece to Grandfather's staff? The memory of it is fading with every hour that passes.
I think so. Take a look.
Yes! A rainbow trinket.
Ha
Was it? Beautiful. The dark tunnel of my vision is opened again. I can see the colors of day. I do not have much, but please accept what little gold I have.
You know what? I'm good on gold. You can keep it.
Nonsense. You worked hard to help me and listen without complaint. I have little gold enough, but perhaps this from my grandfather's collection would be more valuable. I hope you will find it useful.
Oh, thank you. Nice. Gleamstone, level 28. Plus 40 health, plus 40 mana, plus 25% extra gold dropped, and plus 50% chance to find magic items. Ooh, okay. Okay. It's gonna be a while till I could use it, but okay. I'm gonna go throw this into the, Oh. Shrine over there. Incantation shrine. And you?
May Astara be with you in your journeys. If you seek specialized equipment, I have something you may find intriguing.
Specialized equipment, you say?
Well, not only am I a great marksman and fine trainer of the ranged arts, I have some expertise in alchemy. With a little help from you, I could put my latest theory to a test. Would you be willing to help me gather the ingredients?
Tell me more.
The story of the reagent, known as Viper Claw, is so ancient that its origins have been long forgotten. There were once 3 Azunite brothers, each unmatched in their expertise with a bow. The only true challenge they faced was against each other, yet they were all equal in skill.
Okay.
Each brother sought in secret an alchemist to create reagents to improve his skills. Unbeknownst to them, each had approached the same alchemist. Seizing the opportunity, the alchemist created 3 different reagents containing the same magic. He was paid threefold for the same work.
Ha! That's funny.
Really? I admire his ingenuity. In any case, when the brothers applied the reagents to the bows, they challenged each other to a duel to the death. So great had their rivalry become. Each believed he had the upper hand. They met in the forests around what would one day become Aman'lu. And, well, somehow they managed to kill each other.
That's kind of funny. Now, what about the Viper Claw?
Despite their rivalry, so great were their spirits that when they died, the magic of their reagents dispersed into a burst of power to like objects throughout the area. Some still believe they can all be combined to make the single master reagent known as Viper Claw. All 3 ingredients into one. If any can do this, it is I.
Alright, I'm sold. What do we gotta do?
Excellent. I need you to collect the following reagents: jagged arrowheads, a griffin feather, and an onyx fragment. Hopefully you will come across these ingredients in the forests around Aman'lu.
Okay. Ooh. Another station. Thank you. So, jagged arrowhead, griffin feather, onyx fragment. Let's see if I have any of that. Oh, there's another one. So many side quests. Jagged arrowhead, griffin feather, onyx fragment. Griffin feather? No jagged arrowhead. No onyx fragment. Well, we have a griffin feather. We have one piece. And yes, it is real. You wouldn't happen to be selling an onyx fragment and a jagged arrowhead, would you?
Sweelard, Melonaman.
Jagged arrowheads. And onyx fragment. Onyx fragment. No onyx fragment. Alright, cool. So we just need an onyx fragment. You also have a griffin feather. Oh, that... Okay, griffin feather. Expensive. So are rainbow trinkets. Alright. We got 2 pieces. We just need an onyx fragment. How funny would it be if I just teleport to the other town, check their stocks, and all right, there's an onyx fragment. Let's see. Let's just really quick. Let's just really quick and see if we can actually do that, because I'm pretty sure I've seen them with a onyx fragment. Yeah, let me just go ahead and clear those requests out so I can see the most recent one. There he is.
Welcome to Burnout.
Do you have an onyx fragment? So you're all right. You have 3 griffin feathers. You also have the jagged arrowhead. Don't see onyx fragment though. Darn. No onyx fragment. Alright. Back to Aman'lu we go. How about now? I teleported there and back. Did your stock reset?
to see the reagents I have for sale?
How am I talking to you from all the way back here? You know what? Whatever, sure. Yeah. Doesn't look like it changed. Darn it. Alright. Maybe we'll find one later. Put these up here because I need them for a quest. And this is until level 28. Hey, Blended. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. We got rid of the throwing weapon guy that we had that wasn't doing very well, and replaced him with the legendary elf Amryn, who unfortunately is a little bit under-leveled. But we'll get him up there. I think he's already stronger than the other guy we had. Okay, where was it? Where was it we grabbed that quest from? I don't remember now. I think it was over here. Yeah, it's here. Okay. So yeah, all we need is the onyx fragment. Ooh, we got more lore. And another quest. Alright. Prove it just before 4 a.m. Checking Lindy for now. Ha. Got your food in order. Alrighty. Fables of Ancient Artifacts. When the shield of Azanai was struck by Zeramoth's sword, it broke into 4 pieces, which have been called the Aegis. These pieces were lost for hundreds of years. One by one, they were found by those who sensed their power. Aegis of Life was found by the elves of Graelyn and placed in the Temple of the Coast. It's not there anymore. Where it was watched over first by sea elves and then by the Dryads, who came to live on the island after them. Aegis of Death was found by a wandering scholar who saw that it had the power to end life on an unfathomable scale. He gave it to the elves of Aman'lu for safekeeping. So where is it? Where is it? We kind of need that. Aegis of Sight was found by the humans of Caratha, and though they did not know its true nature, they hid it from the Morden neighbors. Aegis of Blindness was found by the humans of the Northern Reaches, who hid it away against future times of trouble. The importance of the Aegis cannot be underestimated. Their power is second only to that of the Sword of Zeramoth. And if they were to be collected and reforged, the power of the shield would again be unequaled. Unlike the 4 Aegis, the sword was never found. Rumors of its location are perpetually circulated, and forgeries are frequently sold to gullible collectors for exorbitant prices. Of course, if the sword were found, none could resist it. He who wielded it would be more powerful than even the greatest mages of Edhil, and would easily overcome any obstacle. Without the shield, trying to read lore here. Without the shield and a champion to bear it, Arana would be entirely vulnerable. Fortunately for those who fear another Turmor, the sword remains lost and the shield can never be reforged. It was the final work of the legendary Allegian smiths, and it is well known that the Allegian forsook Arana during the war. They are gone from these lands, and without them, none possess the ability to reforge the shield. Thus, the two can never meet in battle again. Oh, we'll see about that. Yeah, I just need an onyx fragment. Look at this. We've already gathered a good few of the side quests for Act 2. And completed one of them. Wait, why does it say that was a level 30 quest? That was so easy to do. Why was that a level 30 quest? Whatever. Bleh. Alright, so we do have ads here coming up, so I'm going to go ahead and save. And we will be right back after the ads. Boop, boop, boop. We are back. Ooh, almost hit exit instead of resume. Alrighty. Look at how ridiculous some of your weapons are. Anyway. More lore. Alright. The Dryads and their customs. Most of this book tells the things you are already familiar with. How the Dryads live, how they fight, what they eat. Prologue, however, tells you much that you do not know. The Dryads were born in the south of Arana, in what is now the dusty Kalardian wastelands. Many races' destinies were shaped by the great cataclysm known as Turamar, but the Dryads owe to it their very beginning. For when the shield of Azanai broke, its power was released in a deadly wave which swept across the land, scorching great trees to their roots, tumbling mountains and shaking the very foundations of the earth. Swept across the battlefields, turning the surviving soldiers to ash in their boots. But when the wave of power reached the mighty eastern forests, something very strange happened. In the midst of this turmoil, when the land itself lay dying, tiny seeds began to appear in the shrieking skies. They fell to the ground in the shadows of the blasted trees, and laid there for many months as the forest crumbled to dust, and the few survivors of Turamar found shelter from the furious storms. 1 year later, the Dryads were born. Nothing like them has been seen in Arana before or since. They had the appearance of women, but sap ran in their veins and leaves covered their heads. They could speak the language of men, but fought with the fury of wild beasts. They were filled with restlessness, and for many years they wandered the land, searching for the forest that had birthed them, until they reached the Western Sea. Their hearts were filled with sorrow. They had no way of knowing that the only forest left in Arana was Valurta to the north. For 30 days and 30 nights they stood along the western cliffs, looking out across the water, singing of green shadows and of loss. But on the 31st day, a terrible storm struck them. The winds buffeted the Dryads as they stood along the cliff, and one by one they fell to the waves. The wind continued to blow for many days until it blew them ashore in the island of Grelin, where the sea elves once lived. The island had not been reached by Turamar. Its forests were still green and full of life. There the Dryads settled, and they lived since. Grelin's jungles have nurtured them for 1,000 years. They have long forgotten their mainland heritage. The island is the only home for most of them. Most of them know. Okay, that's pretty funny. So the Dryads, the world was being destroyed and burned to the ground and absolutely all in ruin. And because of that destruction from all the trees and everything, all the seeds for the trees were enhanced with magic and blown upwards to the south. And the Dryads were born, and they were like, where's the forest? What the fuck? Hang on. We need greenery. So they started looking, and they couldn't find any. The only ones they could find were far to the north. They just looked down to the sea like, man, this sucks. There's no trees anymore in this land. How are we gonna live? And the storm just go across the water and push them across the water. It's like, there's the trees. Magic rules itself with its own laws of physics, apparently. I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's just kind of funny that the great storm pushed all the magical seeds to the south, and that's when the Dryads were born. And then a great wind decided to just push them into the water to the island where all the trees were. That's funny. Alrighty, what do you got?
Sweet lad, Melonamin. Would you like to hear an old tale to take your mind off the tragedies?
Sure, I got time.
My tale is long and eventful. Do you have the time to sit and hear it?
Sure, give me all the details.
My tale begins in the sunrise of elven history. Long ago, in the age before this one, the elves were just mastering our gifts of foresight, empathy, and sorcery. In those days, most of the Edhel were akin to the mundane folk of Arana, blind to the arcane senses. There were few, however, who had begun to unlock the secrets of the ether world. The most advanced was a young elf, Arinth.
Arinth. I think I've heard that name.
Arinth was both a sorcerer and a craftsman. He created a beautiful staff and enchanted it with magics that amplified his abilities in a manner in which no elf had ever thought possible. But... well, this story does not end happily. Arinth's newfound power consumed him, scorching his mind until he was but a raving beast, stronger than all of the Edhel, save for two, Istero and Istora. It was they, the great leaders of our race, who, linked with the minds of all of our people, were finally able to rip the staff from Arinth's hands.
Okay.
Arinth's power, while dimmed without his staff, was still great enough to protect them both from final destruction. While Istero transported Arinth to a prison of his making, Istora separated the staff into its parts and secured them in guarded reliquaries across the continent. Time passed as it always does, and Arinth and his staff were relegated to the dusty tomes of legends, all but forgotten.
If they were forgotten, how are you speaking about them?
Indeed, this tale was lost for an age. But as I was cleaning up the mess Valdis left us, I found a strange volume lodged in a crack in the wall. This house once belonged to Kirglithiel the historian, and this book contains his account. If Kirglithiel's words are true, then Arin's staff must still exist, waiting to be found by one who can master it.
You think I can master it? I barely know death magic. What if it masters me?
That is not an outcome I have seen, Melonamin. Besides, your strength of will is very great. So, will you attempt to find the pieces of Arin's legendary staff? I am certain that I can reassemble and return it to its former glory.
Sure.
Good. I have copied what I need from this book. You may take it. Perhaps it will help you locate the reliquaries containing the staff fragments. It mentions 3. 1 for the focusing stone, 1 for the jeweled shaft, and 1 for the carved rod.
No, it's an elven word, Meloman. It's kind of like a friend. It kind of just means friend in the elven language of this world. Thank you. You have any ideas where the pieces might be? The focusing stone, jeweled shaft, and carved rod.
Alas, I do not. I am sorry that I cannot offer you more help.
Maybe the book will give me a clue. More book. The Legend of Arinth the Mad. In the year that my ancestor Esteru caused the forest to grow, there was born a boy named Arinth, who was well gifted with the powers of the Edhil. Together, Esteru and Drendan, the wise, taught him our arts, and he learned well and grew wise in the ways of power. When the time of his adulthood came, he left the camps of the Edhil, and with Drendan traveled to the sacred waters of Aman'lu, where he began to complete his training with Drendan as his guide. Drendan was amazed by his student's abilities and sent word to Ederu in dreams that all was well and that their hopes were coming true. Arinth was able to summon energies much greater than any other elf could survive, and created many powerful artifacts, among them a staff which he had enchanted to amplify his abilities even more. Itaru and the other elves rejoiced that one so young could do so much, but soon Itaru's dreams ceased bringing news of Drennan and Earth and began to worry. Visions came to him of a dark cloud covering the sacred waters, sending great bolts of lightning into the heart of the forest. So Itaru and his sister Itsura led a party of the most powerful of the Edhil sorcerers to Aman'lu to find the pair. What they found did not relieve them. Ernest had lost control of his great power, and it had consumed him. He had become a monster, full of rage against all who lived. In his madness, Ernest struck out at the sacred waters and the forests, evaporating blizzards, scorching great trees into nothingness, and rending great gorges in the earth. He attacked the Edhel from above, raining down a cloud of offal from the creatures he had destroyed. Ugh. Struck them with lightning and with fire, with frost and earthquakes. But the sorcerers were strong, and by combining their power were able to subdue and imprison him deep within the earth. There he remains to this day, a rave against the walls binding him until the end of days. Durandon had managed to destroy most of Erla's great artifacts when he saw what his young pupil was becoming, but the staff was too powerful to dispatch safely. All the sorcerers together managed to disassemble it into 3 pieces, which they hid in safe places. One to the south in the cliffs of Azunai, one to the north in the Vernier Forest, and one in the east in Snowbrook Valley. Thus was its power broken. And to this day, no mother will name a child Ernest, and many will not speak his name, for sorrow fills the hearts of many, that one so young and full of promise would be the cause of so much pain. Oh, just joking. Yeah, I figured if you're asking, I'll provide an answer. As far as I know. Gonna pass out soon? Alright. Have a good night, X-Lion. And thank you for the illustration. Here. So what was it? South's in the cliffs of Azunai. North of the forest, yeah. In Snowbrook Valley. Hang on. Snowbrook? No, it's Windstone. So wait, where were the cliffs? I feel like the cliffs are probably going to be like over here somewhere. And the forest is probably up here. Windstone, maybe over here? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. But this one sounds like it might be a in Act 2 and Act 3. It might finish in Act 3. Maybe. All right. Wait. Why does it look like I can go over there? No. Okay. Alright, now let's just make sure we explore everywhere we can. What's down here? hello. Looking out at the river.
There is no future in prospecting. Half the time the cursed maps lead to nothing, and the rest of the time when I finally find the right spot, the treasure has already been pilfered.
Okay. Says you have a quest, but you didn't give me anything. Do I talk to you again?
There is no future in
Alright. Maybe I'll run into something. I'm supposed to give it to him for the quest. Maybe. Guys, a marker but don't give a quest. Yeah, I think the green ones is saying like they have a quest, but only under certain conditions. So you just gotta talk to them and find out if you meet the conditions or not. I might as well just go into every house I can find and see if I... Ooh, an intriguing stone. Stone pulses brightly under your hands if it's lit from within. Feel an incredible sense of well-being and are filled with the desire to pick it up. Why would I just leave it there? Pick up.
Interesting. I came here looking for one mark, but here I find another. I was expecting a different target.
What? I'm sorry, but there's no way he could take me down.
That man nearly killed you. You are very lucky to be alive. I did not know if the rumors were true. Now I have seen with my own eyes. The assassins are at work, even here in Aman'lu, as if we did not have troubles enough.
Assassin? Wait, what was that?
Yes. He appeared from the shadows as if he were one with them. Such shadow-walking thieves have been noticed increasingly in the lands beyond the forest. Calrathia, once the very image of purity outside of Aman'lu, is suspected of harboring the Assassin's Guild.
Calrathia?
Many of the Ed Hell know of it from travelers, and a few even visit it regularly. The merchant who owns this house left for Calrathia a week ago, in a great hurry. I hope he has not run into trouble with these honorless thieves.
Never met the merchant, but why would the assassin target me?
That I do not know. Perhaps you have angered someone you should not have. Did he say anything before he attacked you?
Heard something say about a different target than expected.
Really? Very interesting. Merchant Kendrell is not all that well liked. He is a bit underhanded in his dealings, if you know what I mean. Still, that is not reason enough to kill an innocent. Are you sure there was nothing else unusual? What were you doing inside the house?
Kill off in a... Yeah, I mean... I am surrounded by two powerful half-giants, a great nature wizard, a dryad, and the legendary elven archer, Amryn. There is no way someone could just sneak in and take me out like that. Another 5 squats. Alrighty. I do believe I do have squats maxed out to, I think, 3 per stream, because I don't know if I could do more than 15 squats at a time, at least for now. But yeah, you can redeem the squats multiple times if you so wish. I'm going to go ahead and do these 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go. Alright, so what was I doing? Well, there was a strange stone, and I just couldn't help but, pick it up.
Ah, you have a Leontier stone. The Spider Watcher's gift to the one he intends to kill. You should not have picked that up.
Wait, how does that work?
That assassin's gift forever marks the target as his kill. It doesn't matter that you are not the contracted target. If you become entangled in his web, you are his.
Is there nothing I can do?
I am not sure what more to tell you. Although I do seem to remember an enchantress who visited us once and asked about such stones. I spoke to her at length. I am sure she will remember my name. If you are able to make it to Calrathia, look for Enchantress Valeria and tell her Danadel sent you.
Ah, got it. Huh. Do I still have it? No, I don't even have it. So is it a quest item? Ah, there it is. Interesting. Morgan the Assassin. So we're only missing 1, 2, 3, and then these. There's a little bit more than I was expecting, but we're getting most of everything. That bridge is out. Those so many squad, you just do casual 50 on command. Yeah, when I was younger, I was definitely more fit, but I don't know. I think ever since college, I just haven't been as fit as I used to be. But that's why I have that redeemed, to try to get me back there. Just making sure everything is all explored. And I still have all of this area to explore. Just to North Gate. All right. Anything of note in here? No? All right. It also, honestly, probably doesn't help because with at least a male to female transition, oh, what's the way to put it? Muscle mass can not shrink. What's the word I'm thinking of? Like you definitely lose muscle mass. So like, I would have had to have actively tried to stay fit in order to stay as fit as I was before I started transitioning, which I really didn't do. I tried, especially getting a more physical job, but even with the physical job, with my early transitioning, I just couldn't keep up with it. I just can't do the physical work. And a lot of other things happened that made me just unable to work as well. So, Aman'lu Orchard.
It is tragic how many of the elves have died in this attack. We must be better prepared.
Oh, you're talking. I didn't even see you.
It is my job to ensure we are well supplied with ranged equipment for the battles that will come. Whenever I have time, I develop our weapons further to gain whatever edge we may. I am always looking for new materials, especially those that will make our arrows fly truer and harder.
Uh-huh, and what's this thingamajig on the table?
That is the Aman'lu orchid. You have probably seen the larger version around town. Its design is known around the land as a symbol of Aman'lu and the elven folk. I'm a Fletcher, and always looking for materials that will improve the speed and accuracy of our arrows. Bring me a goodly amount of feathers from a powerful creature, and I'll let you have my orchid.
Okay. That's a lamppost. It's a lamppost. Now, are you also asking for griffin feathers? Hang on. Are you asking for griffin feathers? It doesn't seem to have been added as a quest. Is this actually a part of this? A key from Aman'lu. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Wait, so... what I have is Lucky Statue at Azaria. And I need feathers from a powerful creature. Okay, hang on. I need to look this up. What was the quest? Lileni's Sorrow. Okay, Lileni's Sorrow. I'm pretty sure this is a part of that quest. Sorrow. Dungeon Siege 2. Cap Dino statue. Okay, so this is going to be not until Snowbrook Haven. We need harpy feathers. So this is the end of the quest line. Yeah, so we don't get harpy feathers until we get to the next town, that Karathia, which is the Act 3 town. If I remember right. Yeah, this is the Act 3 town. All right. But once we get to Act 3, then we can finish off the part of the quest there, then come back to Aman'lu to get that with the Harpy Feather, then we go back to the first town. All right. It's kind of what I was expecting. Alrighty. Yeah, so that's not going to finish until Act 3. What was the other one? Legendary Staff. I don't think that's going to be completed until Act 3. Yes. That's not going to be completed till Act 3. Alright, so we have like, I think 3 quests now that won't be completed till Act 3. Oh, wait. When did I turn that on? What button did I press? Uh-oh. No! I keep forgetting K is the... There we go. I need to not press K. Okay. Inventory. U. When did I press U? Oh. Alrighty. So that's where that part of the quest is. Oh! Menagerie! Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, for those that do not know me, my name is Leobus. I am a half-bat, half-elf VTuber. And I usually play a lot of medieval-themed like RPGs and RTSs. And today we are playing Dungeon Siege 2. We had just completed last stream Act 1. So we are now in Act 2. And we've just been really just going around collecting all the side quests and everything. I got the party member for Act 2 that you get here, Amaranth the Elf. And we're just getting the last little bits here until we actually start heading out to actually do the quests. How stable it's been? It's actually been pretty stable. I mean, what helps is I am using the legendary mod, which adds a bunch of new stuff. It enhances the stash and everything as well, and makes it work in HD, which it's not really HD. Like, I'm seeing it stretched out on my screen. There's not really anything I can do about that. So for the stream, what you're seeing is I actually have it set to the 4:3 ratio. Just so it looks proper on stream. It crashed constantly. Yeah. I have not run into a single crash. I've already gone through all of Act 1. I've been, like, basically trying to 100% the game. So I've already been playing for, like, 30 hours. And I have not run into a single crash. Now, the first game, I didn't run into a single crash until the very end. And I found out it's because there is one video file that is unfortunately corrupted by one of the mods. So I had to undo one of the mods to make it run in modern systems, play it just for that one scene, then save, then put that mod back so the rest of the game works. But that's just for Dungeon Siege 1. That you can Google and find what you need to get. For this, all you need is to find the legendary mod. Yeah, what around the yeah, I know, right? You have to break the game to get a part of it to work, and then fix it back so the rest of it works. It's so weird with Dungeon Siege 1. And it's at the very end of the game, too. Right before the final boss. But yeah, do I have any mods? Any mods here? Can we get a shout out for Menagerie VT? Dorina, Amber, anyone? Alright. Alrighty. I will shut you out. Alright, so what were you doing? Absolution? Absalom. I've heard that Absalom. My brothers have been playing it, I believe. It looks cool. I saw the trailer for it. It does look cool. It looks like something I would have fun with. Yeah. And of course, if you need to just relax and do your post-stream stuff, or if any of you need to get your own snack or head to bed, because I know I stream pretty late, feel free to do so. As everyone else that's been here in this stream, you'll know that I like to actually sit back and relax, and I read like all the lore that I can in games like this. Okay. Alrighty. Believe we've gotten everything now, so... Ooh. Speaking of me reading lore, here's some lore now. Alright. Toromar and its aftermath. For those unfamiliar with the life and works of Emperor Zermoth, called the Unmaker, I recommend the work of Islan the Watchful. She is far more familiar with the life of the last Star Emperor than I. This work will deal with the events immediately following the moment when Zermoth's sword struck the shield of Azunai, the Defender. That is, the moment that the Second Age began. One thing that those who study Toromar must keep in mind is that the weapons of the two warriors were much more than merely a sword and shield. Each was the final masterwork of the great race. Zeramoth's sword was the last weapon forged by the Urgards, and the great race of the Northern Giants. The shield of Azunai, on the other hand, was the last known work of the fabled Elegant Smiths, and the most powerful artifact known to have come from their hands. Forging it was their last act before they fled to the eastern mountains and put down their smithing tools forever. It is impossible to comprehend the power that was contained in these two objects. Each was forged from the greatest artifact ever constructed, and although the shield broke under the sword, it is not known which was truly the more powerful. The measureless power of the energies released from the breaking of the shield implies that they were evenly matched. When Zeramoth brought his sword down on the Azunai's shield, a wave of power was released. The very men of the earth flowed through the breaking shield and struck down both armies where they stood. The wave of power flowed outward across the land, leaving Arana scorched and wasted. Only the forests of Valtura survived the devastation, for the Edheel seers had forewarned of the wave's approach, and were able to strengthen the shield over their lands. In the months following Tormundar, many of the Arana's inhabitants died, for there was little food to be found. The few humans that survived fled far to the north or west. Some who took shelter in Aman'lu and lived for a while on the charity of the Edheel. The humans have forgotten this, but we have not. Much changed when the sword and shield met, but the most important of these changes was that Zeramoth and all his armies were utterly destroyed, and the people of Arana were once again free. Not for long. As the new villain Voldus found the sword and is now wreaking havoc all across the land again. Alrighty, so I need to talk to the Elder.
You have returned. Not much of a homecoming as a child. Young Dreven, did he return as well?
No, Voldus killed Dreven.
Many suspected as much. The elven heart is sensitive to such passings. He will be well mourned. This game of alliances is hellish to play. A single misstep can bring such terrible atrocities.
Yeah, I could see Voldus was here. So why would he do this to us? Even if we never truly supported his cause, so many of us fought in his armies.
Times have changed, my child. You have been away too long to see it, but our role in this war has weakened. At one time, Voldus sought our counsel. He has gone too far now. The power of the sword has consumed him, mind and soul. The tie is severed. Never will the elves bow to the whims of a madman.
And why would he bring this destruction to us, exactly?
Voldus does not listen to reason now. He demanded the relic we have held within our shrine for generations. Even had he spoken courteously as he did once, I would not have given it to him. Still, it did not matter, as the princess had come and taken it already.
Princess Evangeline. Bleh. I'm so bad with names sometimes. The shrine beneath your home. I thought that place contained nothing but sentimental trifles, remembrances of an age long past.
Indeed, my child. You missed her by a few days. There was a precious relic, more dear than all the gold in Valdis's temples. Now that it is gone, I can tell you that the relic was the Aegis of Death.
We had the Aegis of Death?
So, you have heard of this artifact?
Yeah?
The Aegis are objects of great power. The princess pleaded with us to release the one we held, so that she could bring it to the safety of Snowbrook Haven and its full garrison. There, the heart of the Resistance wages war against Valdis's forces. With the Aegis, they may have the strength they need to crush his foul army. I could not refuse her.
See, you gave it to her, but he left the village open, exposed the wrath of Valdis.
There is more at stake in this war than the safety of one small town. The princess and her royal guards carried the Aegis away on a caravan 3 days ago.
Sure, help us. So, what would stop Valdis from just raiding the caravan?
It is safe for now. Its whereabouts are shrouded in a haze not even Amrin is able to pierce. And while Valdis is traveling to the castle as well, he will not take the same road. Her Highness meant to go by the old ways through the forests. Still, I fear the Aegis will be vulnerable soon.
Not even Amrin? I have Amrin right here. He's right here. You don't think you can find it?
You are no longer driven solely by your own needs, I see. I am proud of you. It seems this place is not the only thing that has changed.
Alright, which road? I'll go after it once.
Their route was to the south across the bridge. Unfortunately, there's not much left of the bridge now. It has been all we can do just to keep the fires from consuming the town completely. They will not be extinguished by mundane means, I am afraid.
Is Finna still call Aman'lu home? Perhaps she could be spared to repair the bridge. Always been quick to involve herself in such matters.
Aye, she lives here still. Finola could perform that duty, were she not already occupied. She has taken it upon herself to travel to the Aman'lu Isles. She means to activate the ancient Prism of the Elves and save this town.
Prism of the Elves? I've been to the Isles as a child, but I never knew what purpose the prism served.
The Prism of the Elves was created by our ancestors. Isteru himself filled it with his own energy. It is to be used only in times of dire need, for its power will be greatly diminished long after its healing rains have ceased.
I'm not going to let him do any more damage. Perhaps I could turn on the prism and convince her to come back to repair the bridge. Then we could go after the caravan.
You have my blessing then. I will order the north gate to be unlocked for you. One more thing, my child. You may want to stop by Dreven's childhood home. His sister, Driangel, received a letter from him a few months ago, addressed to you.
Wait, who? Wait. I must have run into her.
Istara be with you. Make haste. There is no time to lose.
Oh yeah, by the way, Elder, I'm a necromancer now. Bye.
Come, Tar. We will find that caravan together.
Very well.
Had you ever seen a half-giant before you met me?
Yes, of course, but none quite so forceful as you.
Then it is Ziria's blessing of fortune that Sartan has joined you.
If you say so.
Valdis escaped my clutches once. He will not do it again.
You are confident that you could defeat him?
He would be no match for the strength of the great Sartan.
I am in no hurry to face that monster.
I could protect you from him.
But who would protect me from you?
Okay. Now, where is this letter? Hang on. Why am I looking at the teleporter stone? What? Okay. Okay. I was not given a quest for the letter? Okay, I guess I gotta... is there any way for me to see, like, history? Social window? No. That's for multiplayer. Not gonna be in the... Yeah, there is nothing like that. Old game. Doesn't have that kind of feature. Just gotta hunt around, I guess. It's not that. That's where the assassin was. That's pet shop. I need to find this person that has this letter. It's not one of you. I've already gone through you two. Cerulean, nope. I completely missed that there was a basement here. Twellis. What's down here? Ha. Okay. All right. What secrets do we have here? Another ghost. Okay. There's a door down there. I guess that's the door to the ghost. Oh, oh, oh. Secret button. This is just how to get to the ghost. I can't talk to you yet. Is there anything else down here of note? Anything at all? Does not seem so. Okay. Okay, so this really is just to get to the ghost. Okay. Alright, you have a nice night, Blended. Okay, so we have another incantation shrine down here. So this is literally just to talk to a ghost. Because you'll come down here, you go to the shrine, you do the chant that you learn to talk to the ghost, then go talk to that ghost. And that's all that's down here. Must be a very important ghost to have all of this all to himself. Or themselves. Alright, everyone, let's go. Hey, lady, do you know you have a whole secret cellar
With Grandfather's staff complete, I now can use his spells to entertain the children of Aman'lu. They need some ray of hope in the darkness that has befallen us.
Oh, could that be the grandfather? Maybe he'll give us, like, super magic or something. Super magic? What am I saying? Jennifer, I think you're the one I'm supposed to talk to.
Sweet lad, I'm glad to see you again. Though this day is so dark that your safe return will not brighten it.
Hello again. So, I got something that's gonna suck.
Yes, I wondered why my brother did not return with you. Please tell me, what happened to him?
He fought in battle, and then Valdis betrayed him.
Somehow I knew. My heart has mourned him even before you brought me this final news. My brother was a soldier and sought death in battle. I grieve that he found it. But his passing makes the news I have for you that much more bitter.
Oh? What is it?
Valdis's wrath has taken more from you than my dear brother. Your family has suffered because of his madness.
Madness?
When Valdis attacked Aman'lu, they have crossed the final waters to the shining shores beyond. I am sorry. Oh, my dear friend, would that I could ease your suffering.
So, everything's clear then.
No, please, it is too much. I cannot lose you too. Please.
Jeez. By the grace of Zeria, by the fires of Asturia, all that is holy and dear, Valdis dies now. By my hand alone, I swear this upon the blood of my family, which is even now cries out from the ground. Jeez.
Remember that you have friends here who grieve with you, though we may do so more quietly.
Love loses. You'll see me again, I promise.
Do not make promises that you may not be able to keep, Melonimin. I cannot give you my blessing in this folly, but I can give you something else. I received a letter from Drevin just before Valdis struck. It is addressed to you.
Seems weird. He could have just told me I was with him.
I have not read it, so I do not know. Perhaps he suspected that his time was short. At any rate, here it is.
Thank you. And don't worry. When you see me next time, I will have Valdis's head on a pike. We got the letter. What does it say? My dear friend, if you are reading this, then I am dead and you are back in Aman'lu. The thought makes my heart grow heavy, if only because I will not be at your side for the road ahead. I suspect, my friend, that your own adventure is just beginning. Things are not like how they were in the old days. Everything is changing, and it will be hard for you to stay on your feet. Apparently, I was not able to. I know that you will step up and do whatever is required of you. I hope that I've managed to take a hold onto that amulet. You must guard it with your life. It is much more than a good luck charm. Take courage, my friend. Give my love to your family. I have already sent it to mine. Still don't know what's up with that. The medallion. I don't remember. It's been so long. Okay. So I think now we have finally done everything. I've got everything set up. So now we have the plan. Go out the north gate, go all the way around, and try to find this elven prism on an island. Get the girl to come back here to fix the bridge, and then we can go after the caravan. Along with a bunch of other things, such as learning how to talk to the ghosts, getting an onyx fragment, find the pieces of the staff, which I don't know if we're going to find all of them in this act. Find Carthus the Wise, wherever the fuck he is. Locate the demon, wherever the fuck the demon is. And find Roland's golden cloak that is in a chest somewhere. And that's not until Act 3. Okay. So, I'm going to be honest, I think now is probably a good time to call it. So, that ad that's going to be coming up, I am going to snooze it. And we will take a look, and I'm going to go first. I save, and then we will exit. And game will get tiny, but I'm going to go ahead and switch over to, oh, game will give me my cursor. Give me my cursor. Game, give me my cursor. It's stolen my cursor. There it goes. Jeez. Yeah, this seems like a good place as any to go ahead and call it. With the, we got everything all settled, and we're now just about to head out. So, next stream of this is when we will actually head out into the Aman'lu forest and get started on all of this. Kind of interesting that it took us all of 2 hours running around this destroyed town to get all our quests, get everything in order. We actually completed probably like a couple of quests, I think, as well, just with everything that we already had. So that's pretty funny. And so yeah, and coming up for this weekend, ads at 3 minutes. Don't worry about it. We're not going to do ads. We really don't need to. So yeah, so this Friday and Saturday, both at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be doing more of Fallout London. Finally getting through the rest of the bank. Then maybe we'll be able to do the whole cult thing that we got as well. But yeah, let's see who all is available to raid into. I've heard of this game before, and they are a friend of a friend, so I would like to maybe try to get to know them a little bit better. So yeah, why not? We will be raiding into Shinon, who is a I believe they are trans femme. I believe they're, yeah, trans femme. Yeah. She any pronouns. Okay. Just want to double check. Alrighty. So they are playing a game called Freedom Planet. I've heard of it before. I have heard of Freedom Planet before. It's a really cute, kind of like a Sonic style 2D platformer. Yeah, it looks cute, looks fun. I think this will be a good place to raid. Alrighty. So yeah, I do hope you all have a wonderful night, and We will see you all on Friday for more Fallout London. Have a good night, everyone.